Hi, and welcome to Spektakel. My name is Sylvester A. Hansen, and I am the lead developer on the edutainment title Spektakel. Spektakel is a game that aims to teach young people with learning disabilities to read and write using Japanese role-playing game techniques. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is one of the earliest demos of the game in an ongoing series getting you acquainted with what exactly it takes to make an indie game. So without further ado, let me introduce the game. So this is actually the first demo of the game, which at this point was called The Cold. That's actually the title you see up here, just written in Danish. The Cold was to be a two-part experience, part video game and part textbook, something I went away from when my brother pointed out that the textbook really wasn't necessary. Still, this particular idea actually went quite a long way. The character you see down here in the right-hand corner is actually an early version of Gerda. So without further ado, let's start the game. I am going to narrate the game as I play it. So what you see here is I actually changed the controls quite a bit from what it became later. This version of the controls is actually based on mouse control. So you can see here my character runs to wherever I point. I was very proud of the fact that she starts out running and then sort of goes into a trot later on. So without further ado, let's go down here and just have a conversation with this gentleman. Now this guy is actually also in the other demo that I already have shown. So one of the earliest parts here that I implemented was this idea of the main character speaking in emojis, whereas other people could speak in full sentences and text. As you can see, she speaks in emojis, she speaks in text, and he actually changes facial expression quite early on. One of the earliest things that I worked on was sort of this way of animating facial features. It came from the fact that I'd done a game just prior to this one that I hated with every fibre of my being, in which animation actually been one of the main problems. So let's go attack some spiders. These spiders are actually quite familiar to you if you've seen some of the earlier demos. These spiders sort of stayed on as one of the main villains of these early demos. So what you can see here is very simply I hold down C to attack, and then I press C to drink a potion, and then I simply just move on to the next one. See, right now there's no incentive to actually kill these. You don't get any bonus points, there's no inventory system yet. It's simply just hold down set to attack, and once you've depleted the health of an enemy, it disappears, and you can move on to the next enemy. Again, this was a very early version, and almost, aside from sort of the main visual identity of the game, almost everything has changed. The game has become much more sophisticated, and quite a bit more, I would say, interesting. But this was sort of the earliest version of the game. So I just wanted to share this, and I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please like and please subscribe, and please comment if you feel so.